gonna go out and buy it now, but if he's gonna get wasted on something, it should be something good. You're like, yeah. Well, at least this was dry hopped.
Yeah, you're right.
As he lays in the street,
Dad, you gotta come pick me up. What's the matter? I'm drunk. What were you drinking? Stone IPA.
All right, I'm out.
All right,
I'll come get you, but don't let it happen again.
Coors. You can rot in hell, son.
You're on your own.
Yeah, that's a funny bit, actually.
That would be great.
No matter what, if you're ever in trouble, you got to give me a call. I'll be there. No questions asked. Except, what were you drinking?
Except what were you drinking?
What was it?
And the answer better be the right answer.
Yeah. And it better not have been, it was Everclear. It better not have been Coors, Bud Light.
I had a Hendrix Martini, and it was so delicious. I had 3 or 4 more, and I just shouldn't drive. I'll come get you.
I'll be there.
Right now.
And I'm going to pay you.
I'll come right now. Yeah. Exactly.
I'm going to buy you your next bottle of Hendrix.
That's right. Exactly. Well, there was some Beefeater. Stop right there.
Okay.
You need to call someone else. Yep. You know what? I'm going to give the phone to your mother.
Maybe she'll get you.
She may come get you.
I'm not going to come get you.
What she was drinking at some point.
That is funny.
That's pretty good.
That is a funny bit.
That's a good bit.
I'll be there for you no matter what. Except you have to. It can't be. It has to be on the approved list of beverages.
The approved list.
Inebriated beverages. If it's not,
we've all made mistakes, but I want to make sure you're on the right path when you make those mistakes.
You have to submit a request for beverages to be added to this list, and myself, Uncle Andrew, and Uncle Joe will review that list, and we will make additions as we see fit.
Oh my God, this is so good. That's really good.
That is good.
That would be really good.
Oh my gosh.
What maybe Ben might be hoping, or Joseph, or whoever, my son, could be hoping makes the approved list, could be this beer that we're trying today.
It could be.
I doubt you'd have many of these because it'd be real expensive.
Right, yeah.
They get real expensive.
Wow.
That actually might be the next question be, how did you afford that?
Yeah, how did you pay for that?
How had you been saving all this money that you bought 5 of those?
Right. I can't afford that.
Yeah, I can't even afford that.
Who do you know?
Who's your supplier? Who's your distributor?
Right.
Oh, man. But what we do have today is a collaboration brew from Anchorage Brewing and Jolly Pumpkin.
Jolly Pumpkin.
For this, give it a shot. I'm Andrew.
And I'm Keith. And we are AboutBeverages.com. And the beverage we're about today is what is it? It's Northward? Is that what it's called? Or is it called Calabaza Boreal?
I'm going to say, yeah. But
it says Northward on there as well.
I searched, when I did the search for this to get a little more information.
Okay.
I looked up Calabaza Boreal.
Okay.
And that was what came up. That was the name of the beer.
But it does also say Northward on there. As we mentioned before, it is a collaboration between Jolly Pumpkin from Michigan, I believe, and Anchorage.
We won't hold that against him.
Out of Alaska.
Oh, wait, that's Wisconsin.
That's Wisconsin. Yeah. We've covered that.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, Brian said he actually watched one of our podcasts.
Oh,
and
did
that was pretty cool. He said they watched it on their big TV. And
Oh, nice.
So I said, so anyway.
With his Denon receiver?
His Denon receiver.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he's got the Denon receiver.
That is the choice.
And so I actually, when did I bring this over?
It came over. It was after my birthday. I think it was a few weeks after when you guys came over.
Okay.
You said this was one of the ones I was going to bring over.
Oh, okay.
And then we just didn't get to it that day when we were tasting other things. So I saved it because I wanted to have this with you.
All right.
Like I said, so that's why I've kept it. So I've had it now for... Well, we kind of got together. It was later in February, so yeah, about 4 months now, something like that. But I've had it in the fridge the whole time, and it's a barrel aged saison, so it's going to be meant to hang out, chill a little bit,
right.
But yeah, it's very interesting. It's a collaboration from, like I said, reading the back, going through some other information that it was just started out of a mutual admiration. The guys from Anchorage, like I said, really appreciating what Jolly Pumpkin was doing with their the
Oro, right? The Oro de Calabaza.
Yeah, that one specifically was one of their favorite beers, and then finally getting into conversations with them. And this is one of those beers that's been brewed in 2 different places. He actually flew out and brewed the beer in Michigan with a version of this a similar recipe, and then he brewed it then also at Anchorage. They brewed the same thing, same base recipe, but then they used a different yeast. And something else, I believe there was. And
they added some of the Calabaza.
That's correct.
The Oro,
yes,
or Oro de Calabaza,
yes,
into the actual.
To kind of add a little bit of the hint of Jolly Pumpkin that maybe he was missing.
Right.
So so this is another collaboration beer. So collaboration usually equals pricier.
Yes.
So we think around 15 or 16 bucks.
Yeah,
something
for
like
750 milliliters,
Yeah.
7% alcohol. Some other places that have done collaborations, I know like Dogfish has done collaborations, right? And Stone?
Sure.
Did they work together?
Yeah, they did the Saison de Buff.
The Buff, yeah, where they brew it at their different breweries.
Oh, and they
so.
did that one that was aged in wine barrels too, in the Pinot Noir barrels. Oh my God, that was good. That was really good.
So anyways, it was intriguing because there's also it's aged in oak.
Yes.
And then there's also some grapefruit, either juice or grapefruit peel.
Grapefruit peel. And peppercorns
added.
and juice, actually both.
Okay, so a little bit
peel
of both.
and juice, and then they use Mosaic and Galaxy hops.
And, especially the last year or so, I've really been enjoying the Mosaic hop.
Mhm.
I can't speak to the Galaxy hop. If you have
You have had a Galaxy hop before.
Oh.
That was I brought that over for a birthday. It was that 4-pack from Clown Shoes Brewing at the woman on the front where she was doing the karate kick. It was like called Galaxy or something like that.
Okay.
I think that one's a little more on the pineier side, I want to
Okay.
say. I can't 100% recall.
And Mosaic being on the fruitier side, that would be a good balance then.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we'll see how this guy opens up. So you can keep chattering while I slowly open this.
have,
Hopefully I don't.
Speaking of Clown Shoes, I still have that. What's that one called? The Angry Beast or?
Oh,
Super
yeah. I've got
Angry-
one of those
I
too.
still have.
Been saving that. I think I'm going to save that into the wintertime.
It's probably one to be best.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
Oh, I hear it.
Yeah.
Things are happening. At least I hope that's the beer.
Oh, wow, that smells good. Yeah. No, excuse me. They definitely looks like they sourced their bottles from Jolly Pumpkin because it's that same cork bottle.
Stout bottle. Ooh. We are using the approved glass.
Yeah.
The tulip glass.
Yeah.
Right on the side, they have they've X'd out your traditional pint glass, and they have approved the tulip glass. Which
Yeah, I was going to say that's
usually
always kind of
approve
funny
for
when
most
they
of
do
my
that.
beers anyways.
I really agree with it. We've talked about that article a few times. I really, I got a little extra stuff in there. I really agree.
Sediment
Yeah,
down there.
I really agree with that article. That if you're going to have, I don't know why you would, but if you're only going to have one glass, the tulip probably is the most universal for all applications.
I
It's a
think
great
so.
stout glass, great IPA glass, obviously great for sour beers and other kinds of farmhouse beers, all those kinds of things. It's really great. I would like to get some specific. They now make the stout glass.
Yeah, it's very similar to the IPA glass. It just doesn't have the ridges on the bottom.
Correct. It's not ribbed for our pleasure.
Yeah,
right.
but it's very similar to that.
Yeah, the bowl part I think goes out a little farther.
Out,
And like
yeah.
you said, it doesn't have the ridge
Yeah.
part in the middle. So
Ribbed for our pleasure.
my mouth is already watering. Like that's what it's doing to me. The smell of that
Spice?
tart, the grapefruit and the farmhouse. The
Okay, I was
funk,
there's some
the
farmhouse
little
in there.
Saison funk in there a little bit. Not overwhelmingly so. And then, like I said,
Intertwined with the fruit.
the fruit and things kind of
Yeah.
like I'm getting excited for this being like a pretty good sour. I mean, the stuff from Jolly Pumpkin is always pretty top notch. I don't think I've had anything from them that I didn't like. So
and a little hint of spice.
yeah, there is a little hint of spice. Scary, posh, sporty, maybe sporty.
Ginger. No,
Ginger.
sporty.
Interesting.
Yeah. Not posh. That's
I don't
Mrs.
even know.
Beckham,
Who,
right?
I was say I don't even know who was
I
who.
think that's Mrs.
I know
Beckham.
Scary was no
Scary was Mel B.
Mel B.
Yes. And then Baby.
Eddie Murphy's
Yes, for a little bit.
ex-girlfriend or
Right.
something?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. I just need to drink this.
Yes. The grapefruit is nice, yet it's understated. It's there, but it's not knocking you out.
I get more of the, which they do mention at first, I get more of the grapefruit peel, where I'm getting the pith. I'm getting that little bit of bitterness that you would get out of that part, along with the grapefruit. Like, it doesn't just taste overwhelmingly like juice or something like that in there. It's blended in there nicely, but there's definitely a strong, like I said, that fruit bitterness kind of at the back to go blended in with that Saison. Not your typical normal. It is more of like the farmhouse kind of Saison because it's getting into that a little more of the funk. It's not like the,
it's not over
clovey
the top
banana
funk,
kind of thing.
though. Yeah. Oh, thank God, it's not that. That just kind of makes your mouth water.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was gonna be a little more tart.
I don't get a lot of the. Yeah, I know what you mean. But to me, it's like just a little bit like the back middle of my tongue. Just kind of points, and that's good.
Yeah,
I don't get a lot of like the peppercorn. Part.
No, I'm not getting a lot of spice in there, but there's so many other things going on.
Fruit and the grapefruit and the funkiness, and it's, once again, it's just
it's very well balanced between all
very
those
well
things.
balanced.
Yeah, there is a little bit of pucker. I'd like a little more when
Yeah.
it comes to that part. I think that's when I was smelling it. That's what I thought I was going to get even more of, because usually you get more of that out of the Jolly Pumpkin type stuff. So, but like I said, this is kind of dialed back a bit, but it's very good.
Just a little bit on the aftertaste. You get that a little bit more of the funky.
Yeah.
It's not serious funk, just a little bit, but
right.
wow.
That's really good.
That's really very smooth.
That's really tasty.
And delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know what? So I just noticed as we were talking, distributed by my friends, the Shelton brothers.
Blake Shelton?
No, remember we read that on the Prairie Ales. Thanks to our friends, the Shelton brothers.
Oh, that's why we made that joke off camera.
Yes.
Oh, that's funny.
Who are these Shelton brothers?
I don't know, but they distribute some pretty good stuff.
They're everywhere. Thank goodness for the Shelton brothers.
I know.
I think they need to get credit.
They
for a lot of-
do. Get credit where credit is
If the
due.
Shelton brothers aren't out there distributing these beers, this might not be in our hands right now.
This
Same
is
with
really
the
good.
last one.
And you did find this locally too, right? This wasn't.
Yeah,
like,
this is a Total Wine.
Okay.
And I've seen it. I probably not my last time, but I had seen it on a subsequent trip to Total Wine. It was sold there.
So this is batch number 1 from May of 2014.
Oh wow! Okay,
So even when I received it, it had been bottled.
but that was the first time I had ever.
which is
when
fine.
The
With
time
this type of beer, that's totally fine.
Yeah.
This could even sit longer.
the time I bought.
I wonder if it was a little fruitier in May.
It may have, yeah. But even still, I know what you're saying.
I wonder if there's a little more tart going on then, like at that point, like maybe the funk's kind of taking over as it does.
When I bought this, though, that was the first time I had ever seen this. So, but like I said, I've seen it since then. But when I bought it, that was the first time That's why I wonder, when they released it, or if they released it right after that. But yeah, batch 1, May 2014. So it's a little over a year old. That's wow.
And speaking of Total Wine, I should bring this up because I complain when people don't do things.
I saw that.
And yeah,
I saw
okay,
your tweet.
I did, and then I was tweeted back. Like I said, I saw several beers that
Yes.
there is some distributor, which is what they even wound up saying on Twitter. Some distributor will not stop giving out this beer, this anniversary beer from Port Brewing that's like almost 2 freaking years old.
And I don't know if it's here in Tucson yet, but Port has a new anniversary beer.
Well,
And
we'll see it in 2 or 3 years, apparently.
And it's out, and I saw it in California. Actually,
okay.
It's a new. I think it's a double IPA. I can't remember. We could look it up.
Okay.
But I saw it out there, and it's the new release. And I actually talked with Mike about that, and I actually told him. I said my brother tweeted that he had seen this. I said, but Total Wine pulled it.
Yeah,
which is what
so
you're getting at.
Yeah, so that was what I wanted to say is that thank you for getting back to me.
Yeah.
And it did get actually pulled off the shelf.
Yeah.
It was a complete accident, and they made good on that. And like I said, I think people, people always sometimes just complain, and then you don't hear anything else. And I did thank them on Twitter as well, but I just wanted to thank them here as well. That, like I said, that was a reputable thing within, like I said, it was within a day of having sent that out. They said they investigated it. They looked. It had been brought in even to the distributor already old. It just made it on the shelf. They apologized, and it got pulled back off.
Yeah.
So, like I said, that's good on them for doing that, because there are some beers that are meant to age, but oh my God, I have seen that in several places.
Well,
I've even seen it at Whole Foods and other. Some of the things at Whole Foods, like they have this great new beer selection, and then some of their stuff was like 2 years old.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you?
Well, we had this
People are
discussion
just going to
with-
grab it because they don't look. And
We had
it's
this
just,
discussion with Scott and Rebecca in March of 2014,
right?
About the Port anniversary beer, and at that point, but the two of them, I don't think, agreed on.
They
it.
did not,
but they left it on the shelf. But that's over a year. That's over a year now.
That's why I was completely flabbergasted that it was like, so it was like
that was a surprise.
Anyway, someone someone overbought and then tried to push it off on other people, saying, "Oh, hey, we have their anniversary," and they're just putting it out there. So
no, that's
I don't know
Gary,
who that,
right? Gary.
I don't know who that guy is.
Is that his name Rich or is his name Gary? The guy from Total Wine that responded.
Rob.
So edit that out.
Close. No,
edit that part out.
No,
you'll edit that out.
I edit nothing.
You'll edit that out.
Rob Hill, I believe.
Rob Hill. That's
he's like the Total Wine.
I was thinking of Gary Hill.
Oh, okay. See, that's where you got it.
That's where I got it.
But yeah, he's the Total Wine
Rob.
beer guy, and like I said, he's I follow him on Twitter. Like I said, he's actually pretty funny with little quotes and things like that.
He's really
and has responded.
Nice guy.
Like I said, twice now, and that's definitely something to be appreciated, and that's why I go to Total Wine, because they look, like I said, they actually do pay attention. But yeah, it was just one of those things. I was like sitting there, I was like shocked. I was like, are you kidding?
Yeah.
I'm like, I know this is this exact same label. I'm like, look at the stamps, right? It says 2013.
Yeah.
I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. And it was a great beer 2 years ago. We really liked it.
I'm pretty sure we did.
We did a podcast on it. Oh yeah,
And then we just couldn't believe it. We kept finding it.
That's one of those actually that I remember watching and thinking, that was a really good podcast we did. And I remember that just because I just thought, well, we're to the point. I enjoyed that podcast of ours, but then I'm like, well, it's over 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
So,
but thankfully that's getting fixed. Well, this is
right.
If you can find this and anything that we have mentioned here in that realm of being a little bit tart, a little bit on the funkier side when it comes to a Saison, if any of that interests you, this is definitely a really great balance of all those things and worth a special occasion to open it at.
I don't get the hops as much, though. Do you?
I do not get really any hops.
So maybe they're supporting the grapefruit. Maybe those are just good choices.
And who knows how much of those things they used.
And it's over a year now, too.
Yeah.
So maybe
True. Yeah, actually, that's what's.
So maybe we've lost those notes, but Mosaic actually would be one of those that would kind of blend in with grapefruit fairly well. So
yeah, I think so.
So yeah. So no, this is I'm thoroughly enjoying this. That's good.
I am as well. And like I said, if you need more information about this beer or want to check out our tasting notes, any of those other things, definitely head on over to our website at AboutBeverages.com. You can find all that information, links to Twitter, Facebook, including our YouTube, which we're happy if you subscribe there. Or if you want to comment on any of these beers or anything we previously had, definitely we appreciate it. We seem to get a lot of comments, like I said, through YouTube, so definitely lay one there. We're always looking at those, and we'll respond if you either have questions or, hey, I think you're completely off track. That thing was terrible. We're happy to, talk with you about that too. We're happy to have any kind of dialogue.
Though. Be nice.
Well, whatever they want to be. It's the internet. Whatever.
Oh, okay.
I'm used to it.
All right.
Like, whatever.
Screw that.
Yeah,
right.
I don't have to say screw that. I'd appreciate.
No.
I'd appreciate a kinder dialogue, but whatever. People are going to be the way they're going to be.
It's true.
But whether we like it or not,
you should give it a shot.